Welcome to the vlog. I have no idea what we're doing today. You gotta love days like that. You're just like, what am I doing today? Well, we're gonna start with a beautiful walk aimlessly down the street. Also, welcome to Alberta. So seeing as we're just kind of aimlessly walking down a road, figured I'd tell you a little story because it's probably the most entertaining story you'll hear this week. So basically, long story short, when I was a kid, my dad always knew that his purpose was to help other people realize and clarify their purpose. So, you know, I was always inspired by that. As a kid, he taught me how to build websites, do videos, all that kind of cool stuff. So, you know, I figured, why don't I just start a blog? So I started a blog, and the whole premise of the blog was kind of, you know, instead of pursuing what you want in life, pursue what you're meant to do in life. Go fulfill what you're meant to do and get true joy as opposed to just doing what makes you happy, because, you know, happiness is fleeting and nobody wants that. So I was like, I don't know, maybe 9 years old, started that blog, and it was great. It was a great time, had lots of fun. Back in the day, before W Company was even established, Dad was running this podcast. It's kind of like the prequel to the Valued podcast, and he had me on as a guest on this podcast that he was doing. And basically we talked about happiness versus joy and doing what you're called to do and all that kind of stuff. And after like 40 minutes, closer to the end of the podcast, I said, you know, Dad, joy is just like butter. You just have to spread it. And that's how I secured my job at W Company. Proof that one-liners work. And we're back in the studio. I guess it's just really cool how life works out like that. Thinking back 9 years ago now to when I was running that blog all by myself, fast forward to today, and I'm doing something that I've always wanted to do with, you know, in my opinion, the best team in the world. This is by far the coolest job that anybody could have, helping people realize their purpose and fulfill what they're called to do. It's like a dream come true. And the whole thing is just a testament to me. If you do what you're called to do and stick with it, the blessing will come. Now there's gonna be highs and there's gonna be lows and there's gonna be stormy sea and calm waters. But the point is, if you stay committed to doing what you're called to do, you will succeed. Those who run the race get to the end of the race. And I just want to encourage you, whatever it is that you're called to do, don't be afraid to try it. And don't be afraid to be committed to it. A few months ago when I started posting on this channel, I felt kind of crazy. You know, I wasn't sure if anybody would watch them, but staying committed will always win the day. Living the life that you're meant to live is living opportunity to opportunity. It's just seeing the opportunities to fulfill your purpose and taking them and accepting them and walking into the life that you're meant to have. And I get it that it's hard. It's hard to give up the life that maybe you want and stop pursuing the dreams that you want for yourself. But the life that you're meant to live is way better than the life that you think you want. The things that I know I thought I wanted pale in comparison to doing what I'm doing right now. And it all started with just a blog and getting on a podcast and saying that joy is like butter. It's just kind of crazy how life comes full circle like that. And I think a lot of us doubt that it will. A lot of us doubt that what we start will be able to finish, or that the things that we want to do, the things that we know that we're meant to do, are actually going to come through and succeed. And there's only one guarantee that I can make you. If you don't start, if you don't at least try to do what you're called to do, you definitely won't succeed. But if you try, who knows where you could end up.